Yeah, that was, that's factoring in as you're contemplating. You look at it and um, he was challenged, he struggled early, and you're gauging, is he going to fight his way out of this? We have to factor in the game that we play tomorrow night, and you're watching it minute by minute to see if he can, respond and rebound, and like I said, he did. So we didn't have to. I didn't feel after that any need to make any change. As you mentioned, he looked much better.
When you're facing a team like Colorado, how beneficial was it to have Casey back and to be able to have those lines rolling the way that you were able?
There were a couple shifts with Casey, Aspie, and Oki that showed they were dangerous, and that to have that third line depth of danger was real exciting for me watching it, because you see the potential we have, the future we have with the talent we have coming. It's young talent. That's why tonight was a big game. I think somewhere in the, after the first, we were on our heels again, and then all of a sudden we realized, okay, this is what we can do. And you saw that depth, very dangerous, very effective. And that's Casey's first game in I don't know how long, and he hasn't had much time. So he was really impressive to me in being a scoring threat, in essence, a third line position today.
How much does this game become a coaching tool? I mean, you can say to these guys, I need the team I saw against Colorado if you see the team that showed up against Ottawa.
Yeah, it's a huge coaching tool, development tool. Even the mistakes we made, Mike, were really important. That they were young guys. There were mistakes made by every guy. Obviously on both teams through the game. That's the way the game is, played at a high tempo. But the younger players will learn from it probably easier and faster than the older guys, if that makes sense. And so, I liked having our younger guys play against top players because, for example, Samuelson going against Landeskog, I mean, a big, Rantanen, big, strong guy, and Samuelson's never played against anybody, that talented, big, strong, and he will recalibrate because he's very, very talented, Samuelson. And so to put him and give him those opportunities for us from the coaching side, we know they're going to be better because of it. So it's almost give them more and get more. And Dylan wasn't great in some things tonight, Cousins. He was really good, don't get me wrong, in a lot of areas. But there were some things that even in that game that he will be able to recalibrate, take from, and become a better hockey player because he played against those type of players.
So after the Ottawa game, and even Tages line, you challenged them, saying they had a tough day, a rough night. And but Tages came here and said, look, we know the standard. We know the standard of the team, and that Ottawa game wasn't it. So do you kind of feel they get that in the room, that you might not even need to say anything, they understand that was not the standard that they have to hold on?
Yeah, and I will say this, no matter, coaches anywhere in the world, we never lace up the skates. These guys are going to have to do it. So, at some point you step back as a coach and they decide how hard to go for a puck, how to battle, and, what the standard is going to be. And you obviously work with them to elevate the standard and personal standards and whatnot. And I think our guys are continually progressing in that regard. But it's at the end of the day, it's their team. And I love it when, guys take charge. And I think we have a group of talented young athletes that are take charge. They're competitive guys that have a very high standard. And as they learn and they watch and they go through what they experience today, their standards go higher. As I mentioned, we talked about Dahl's going to the All-Star game. Well, that elevated his standard. It just did. He never went to an All-Star game, so now it's personally higher. He sees it. He knows he belongs at that level, and he'll push even harder now.
Well, the way Tage has played this year in the last few weeks, did you almost feel he was building toward a performance like this? He's a guy who's getting 4 or 5 chances a game, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I mentioned, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, to you guys, my expectations of him probably exceed his expectations of him because, a lot of times he tries to score the perfect goal, and I had to talk with you guys, and just when he realizes not to worry about scoring the perfect goal, 1 inch under the bar, he'll score double his goals. You just score. Just shoot it quicker, release it quicker, rather than trying to score it perfect. and he's starting to grasp that. And I said when he does, and he'll realize how much he loves scoring, and he won't worry about the perfect goal. He'll just keep scoring. And so, he keeps getting better every day. The response from last game with that line was really good against a really tough team. Like Paul said, I didn't like the way we played the other day, but it doesn't matter what I like or don't like it. The great thing is they didn't like it, and they responded today, that line specifically, but everybody did too.